sent you. Back here on Wrestling Reality, I'm in the beautiful Pittsburgh Podcast Network Man Cave studio, so how fitting that we endorse one of the greats here in Western PA, SDC Remodeling. Get the basement you deserve, the basement of your dreams, and hey, they do finance and they will work with you, so don't let a few bills or a few things right now stand in the way. If you want to get it done, make sure you talk to David, tell him I sent you. They can do some fine work. You can go to the website too, SDCRemodeling.com, and see some of the fine work they've done in the basements. And of course, sponsoring our social media segment. You can always tweet me at Justin LaBar. Here we go. Wordhorse222 says, do you have Charlotte as your pick to win the women's Money in the Bank? Actually, I am going with anybody but Charlotte. I think if you look at you got Charlotte, Becky, Carmella, Natalya, Tamina. That's who's announced at the moment. Do they add anybody else? We'll see. I think I don't see Charlotte carrying the briefcase around. I think you can make a case for any of the other girls. I think it'll be beneficial for any of the girls. So I'm going anybody but Charlotte in that regard. KC Dave 85 says, are we seeing the end of Enzo and Cass? Is this setting up for Cass to be the attacker? I do think so. I think that this is a classic split, pro wrestling split, and I'll be okay with it. Big Cass as a heel. I'm fine with that. No issues there. Jose, Monday Night Raw, Sports Entertainment, SmackDown Live is Wrestling. Not really a question there, but thank you, Jose. Viking King 888. So what happens to Naomi at Money in the Bank now with no challenger? Yeah, she might get a night off. Maybe she sits ringside. Maybe she does commentary. I don't think necessarily you need a challenger for her. Give her the night off. No problem there. She's certainly I know she's working her butt off with the house shows, and she's been over so far since she's got the title. So no problem there, giving her a night off. Kawasi. I don't know even how to pronounce that, but you know who you are. Do you believe that one day some of the other cruiserweights will start chasing other titles? I've said it before. I'll say it again just in case we have some new listeners. No. By and large, no. Say it again. If the cruiserweight division went away tomorrow, I could see Neville going back to being with everybody else. I could see Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Otherwise, you're pegging these guys as less than everybody else, as 205 or less, that they can only compete against each other because of their size, that they can't compete against somebody who's bigger than 205. So I just don't see how you can then justify them going for other titles. As long as the cruiserweight division's around, they can't go for any other titles. It would be illogical. If the cruiserweight division goes away tomorrow, they'll pretend like it never happened, and I can see Neville because he's already been there, and Jack Gallagher because Vince likes Jack Gallagher because he's a big character. And I agree with it. I think, as I've said before, Jack Gallagher was the only cruiserweight that was in the Royal Rumble. Now, it's illogical for a cruiserweight to be in the Royal Rumble anyways because the winner of the Rumble gets to go challenge for a world title, and Jack Gallagher's in 205 Live, which means he can only challenge in that division. But Jack Gallagher was given a spot because he is entertaining. I mean, the umbrella spot he did with Chris Jericho was one of the highlights, I thought, of the Rumble. But as long as the cruiserweight division is around, no, they're not challenging for any other titles. We got Sergio. He said, what did you and Mark Madden think of that Alexa Bliss segment on Raw? As I've said all podcast long, you can go back and listen to the beginning of it if you missed it or if you want to hear it again. Not bad, not terrible, effing atrocious. One of the worst segments I've ever seen. And I've watched a lot of WWE. And finally, Dami the Brick says, was the black eye of Vince received from Brett work? Of course, he's referring to the backstage fight altercation that took place in 97 at Survivor Series after the Montreal Screwjob. No, that was not. Some people like Joe Dombrowski are still producing DVDs and think that the Montreal Screwjob was one of the greatest elaborate works in pro wrestling. I guess you can never count out anything. But I would say no. I highly suspect that was not a work. I don't think that was how anybody wanted anything to go down, especially in front of the boys in the locker room at that time, given the state of WWE versus WCW. All right, that's going to do it again. Thank you to SDC Remodeling, SDCRemodeling.com. They'll give you the basement of your dreams. They'll do financing, man cave, home theater, office, whatever you want, you deserve, you'll get it with SDC Remodeling. Tell David that Justin LaBar and Wrestling Reality sent you. We got a break coming up.